Alright, hey folks, this is CRW 150, Introduction to Creative Writing. I am Jeff Baker. I am your instructor for this semester. There's a couple ways you can get in touch with me if you ever need to. The best ways to get in touch with me are either through email, which you can find right here on the syllabus, or up here on the right underneath Canvas messaging. Either way, it'll send me an email, and that's how I respond quickest. There is a phone number here you can call if you ever need to get in touch with me, but you're most likely just end up leaving a voicemail. So that's why I say that email is the preferred method. This class is full semester. It's entirely online, but that doesn't mean you can't come and see me in my office. It's on campus in the O5 building, which is the same building as the bookstore. I'm in room 139. My office hours are listed there, so feel free to come by at any of those times, or if you want to make an appointment, we can do that as well. I want to keep this video kind of short, just a general, like, go here, look at this, read this type of thing. So let's just kind of cover this nice and quick. This is the first page of the syllabus. There are other pages. You can learn about course competencies for the course, you can learn about course policies, and you can go into the grading scale and the points distribution. There's about 1,000 points in this class. It'll vary a little bit as the schedule kind of condenses, or if we have to accelerate it at certain points, I might have to cut an assignment or add a new assignment, something like that. But it's around 1,000 points. If you earn 90% of those points, you'll get an A. If you earn 80%, you'll get a B. If you earn 70%, you'll get a C, and so on. The syllabus has some assignments listed the first about month and a half, so it's first 6 weeks of class. Basically the first module. This class is broken up into 3 big modules: one on fiction, one on creative nonfiction, and one on poetry. So we're starting with fiction, so you can basically see the full schedule for the first 6 weeks of fiction related assignments. Over here on the left in Canvas, there's a couple different places you can go. Syllabus is where I am right now. But another very important place is modules. Grades will help you obviously get your grades. But before we leave this syllabus page, let's just take a quick run through the course policies and requirements. I'm not going to go through everything because you need to be reading through this on your own. Please make sure that you read through everything. There is going to potentially be a quiz on this syllabus. I don't know, I might. We'll see. But please make sure you go through the policies. A couple things to point out: that there is an attendance policy. That sounds kind of strange, even though this is an online course, but there is still going to be attendance taken. The assignments that I take attendance on have the word attendance written cleverly in parentheses to the right. Excuse me, to the right of the assignment name. So anything that's labeled as attendance means that if you don't complete that assignment, not only do you earn a 0 on that assignment, but you also earn an absence. And if you start accruing too many absences, your grade starts to go down. And you can read more about that there. This class, I already said, is broken up into 3 big modules: fiction, creative nonfiction, and poetry. There's going to be writing exercises of each kind. We keep this class kind of separate, so the first 6 weeks is fiction, the next about 4 weeks is creative nonfiction, and then we end on poetry. Now each one of those genres will have a major project. The fiction unit will end on a lengthy short story, the creative nonfiction unit will end on a creative essay, and the poetry unit will end on a series of poems. You have to complete all those major projects to be able to pass this course. If you miss one of them, you can't pass. Now you can hand the major projects in late, but I don't recommend handing them in too late, because they will be workshopped or peer reviewed, whatever you want to call it. So the later that you hand those in, the less likely you're going to get peer feedback on it. So, and also if you hand major projects in late, you lose points. Pretty simple. We'll talk about these two assignments later in the semester. These are kind of end of the semester assignments. It's not worth talking about it right now. Reading, craft, and flash discussions. Anytime I want you to read something, or anytime I want you to watch a video, there'll be some kind of assignment, either through a discussion board or just through kind of an upload that I'll have you do, and those fall under the reading, craft, and flash discussions. A lot of these are attendance assignments, so keep an eye on that. Each one of your major projects will workshop. The collection report is a semester-long project. Basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be picking a book from the book list. You can click on that little link right there. There's a bunch of other links elsewhere on the Canvas site that takes you to the book list. And you're going to pick one of those books to read throughout the semester. And some of them are poetry collections, some of them are short story collections, and some of them are creative essays. So you're going to pick one, and you're going to kind of write like a mini essay, about a 3-page essay. It's not too long, and it's fairly informal. But you're going to be kind of pointing out certain stylistic concepts or technical issues, or terminology that we've gone over in class. So this class isn't just about writing your favorite stories and poems and whatnot, but it's also making sure you're understanding kind of the craft of creative writing, which is very important to us. If you ever want extra credit, there are opportunities abound throughout the semester. Any GCC creative writing event that you attend, you can earn 25 points of extra credit. You can earn up to 100 points of extra credit for doing this, meaning you can go to 4 events throughout the semester, get a full 100 points, which is almost like a full letter grade. So what you can look for are announcements through GCC. But I will post reminders whenever kind of a workshop shows up or a reading shows up or anything like that. So this right here, read through that paragraph. It's gives you some opportunities if you missed a couple assignments, you need to earn some points back. And beyond that, just going to these workshops or these readings are really helpful to you. Trust me on that one. A couple basic notes on the types of work I expect you to submit. I'm perfectly fine if you want to submit genre fiction or genre poetry or whatever it is. So if you want to write on zombies and vampires and werewolves and all that kind of stuff, go right ahead. I have no real problem with it. Understand that not every teacher can say that. There are plenty of teachers out here who won't accept it. I'm fine with it so long as you make it original and you don't make it derivative of all of the other types of zombies and werewolves and demon stories and TV shows and movies that are out there. So be original, do something new, and take a unique spin on it some way. Fan fiction is 100% not allowed. Can't do it. All your characters, all your places, everything has to be unique to you. You're not writing sequels to movies that weren't written by you. So you're writing your own stuff. Please make sure that when you submit your work, regardless of whether it's a poem, a story, a creative essay, a discussion board submission, a writing exercise, a reading discussion or flash discussion, please format it, proofread it, have some pride in your work. Just because we're online doesn't mean that you shouldn't be rereading your stuff and kind of editing it both for content and for grammar. I mean, it's part of the thing. You don't have editors. You're your own editor, so please make sure you're making your stuff look as presentable as possible before you hand it in. You can look at a couple of those policies, and if you need anything about disability resources, don't hesitate to contact me. It won't be a problem at all. Just keep in touch. So that's going to be it for now. I will probably do a few more of these videos throughout the semester just to kind of do basic updates here and there if something new comes along. But please make sure that for the first week you go into the syllabus, read through the syllabus, take a look at these assignments. It takes a second for them to load, and if you want, you can just flip into modules even quicker. That's actually what I would recommend, and it'll show you the whole rundown of the first 6 weeks. You'll notice that in the fiction module I have things broken down. This is week 1, this is week 2, this is week 3, and so on. So you can see that there's already things for you to do this first week. So by the 27th, you're going to complete this origin stories assignment. By the 31st, you have these couple assignments to do. Have some reading to kind of go through. You have a couple videos, that kind of stuff. So we're hitting the ground running. So get it going nice and quick. And at the top of the list here, there's a variety of links you can go ahead and take a look at. So if you have any questions, go ahead, give me an email, and I'll see you later.